You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Everyone who has seen Star Wars knows of Luke Skywalker's resilience to the dark side and his diligence to preserve the Jedi Order in the face of his father and the Emperor. In the end of Return of the Jedi, Luke saves his father from the dark side. But was Luke going down the path of the dark side himself? Hi, I'm Isaac from Wotso Videos, and today I will be explaining the top 5 reasons we know Luke was being turned to the dark side. Number 1. The first way to see Luke turning to the dark side is through the imagery and clothing of Luke in Return of the Jedi. When we first catch up with Luke, he is wearing all black and has a dark cloak, which completely contrasts the lighter tones of the Jedi's normal attire. The only Jedi who consistently wears dark clothing in Star Wars is Anakin Skywalker, to show visually he is leaning closer to the dark side of the Force. In the original trilogy, the Emperor and Vader wear all black, so when Luke appears with his menacing cloak, it shows us that there has been a change within him. Number 2. In addition to wearing dark clothing, Luke quickly is depicted as being stronger in the Force during Episode 6. But his first Force ability he uses is Force Choke on 2 unassuming guards. I remember re-watching this scene when all of the rumors about The Force Awakens predicted Luke to be evil, and I was shocked to see Luke doing this. Prior to that moment, Vader had been the only other person in the original trilogy to ever use that Force ability, so by showing Luke choking the guards, George Lucas is showing us his dark nature. Number 3. Luke handles freeing his friends from Jabba's palace as if he was a Sith. When he confronts Jabba for the first time, he attempts to murder him in cold blood. After the homicide failed, Luke gives Jabba the proposition to free him and his friends, or die.
Jabba! This is your last chance!
Luke's ultimatum very closely mirrors that of Darth Vader when he threatened Leia Organa to reveal the location of the rebel base or watch her homeworld of Alderaan be destroyed. Luke's thought processing is very similar to that of Vader and the Empire's, which reveals Luke's pull to the dark side. Number 4. Yoda states in Return of the Jedi that Luke has learned all he can, but he also told Luke that if he confronted Vader too soon, then he would lose all of his progress towards becoming a Jedi. Luke would have been much more prepared to break down the Sith Empire if he would have stayed with Yoda longer, but Luke has proven that his faith for his friends supersedes his dedication to the Jedi Order. When the time finally came to confront the Sith Lords, his emotional ties to the situation led him to unleashing his inner rage and almost succumb to the Emperor's wishes of turning to the dark side. Without proper training, Luke did not have the emotional control and connection to the Force to keep him from almost becoming a puppet of the Sith. Number 5. Here's probably the most important argument for Luke turning to the dark side. The Jedi contradict themselves. Not only do the Jedi lie to Luke about his origins and his family ties, but Obi-Wan commands Luke to face Vader even though he is his father. When Luke finally decides to face Vader, the Emperor explains that by destroying Darth Vader, Luke will complete his voyage to the dark side. Obi-Wan and Yoda must have known, like Darth Sidious, that Luke murdering Vader would have brought him to the dark side. So if that's true, then the Jedi were pushing Luke towards the dark side all along. The Cave of Evil supports the idea that Luke's destruction of Vader will in turn destroy himself when Luke decapitates Darth Vader in the cave, and the mask explodes and reveals Luke's own face. If it was common knowledge Luke murdering the Sith would bring him to the dark side, that would explain why Vader stopped Luke from striking down the Emperor. He wanted to stop Luke's full transition to the dark side. How could Luke trust what the Jedi stand for when he himself is asked to sway from the Jedi way to end the Sith? Luke eventually ended up not murdering either of the Sith Lords and saved himself from the darkness, but Luke did feel the touch of the dark side begin to consume him. There is an expanded universe story called Dark Empire, which describes a clone of Emperor Palpatine convincing Luke to become his apprentice, indicating Luke's confliction may have stayed with him for years after the events over Endor. Luke may have resisted the pull of the dark side, but that doesn't mean he was always on the path to the light. If you enjoyed this video of the Secrets of the Force, then please like and subscribe to my channel. I am always interested in hearing about what you would like to see in videos, so if you have a Star Wars question you would like answered, please put your thoughts in the comments section. Once you've subscribed, you can follow Wotso videos outside of YouTube on social media through links in the description. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.